Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Emmerdale Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Emmerdale ended on a dramatic note on Monday night and saw twins Kathy and Heath Hope and Angelica King getting into a car crash. Emmerdale fans were left in tears after twins Kathy, played by Gabrielle Dowling, and Heath Hope, Sebastian Dowling, and their pal Angelica King, Rebecca Bakes, ended up crashing Wendy Posner's Susan Cookson car. Luckily for the teenagers, Bob Hope, Tony Audenshaw, and Wendy found them following the crash, and while Kathy and Angelica escaped with cuts and scratches, Heath wasn't so lucky. Wendy had called for an ambulance, but she had to perform CPR on the teenager until they arrived. However, it was too late as Heath died as a result of his injuries, leaving his dad heartbroken. As the episode came to a close, the police spoke with Bob and Brenda, Leslie Dunlop, about the accident and said they needed to speak with Kathy and Angelica about how the crash happened. "This is Bob and Brenda, Heath's parents," Wendy began as the officer said. "I am sorry for your loss. My heart goes out to the both of you and all your family. I have spoken to the investigation officers. They're still at the scene trying to assess what happened. We will need to interview Kathy and Angelica too and take a statement from each of them tonight." Jimmy King, Nick Miles, asked as the officer replied, "They have been through enough for one day. Tomorrow at the station, ideally, once the doctors have given them the all clear. They'll need to be kept apart until we have spoken to them." "How much trouble are they in?" Brenda asked as the office admitted, "We don't know yet. Focus on getting through tonight and we will focus on detail tomorrow." As Brenda went in to see Kathy, Wendy urged Bob to do the same, but he couldn't. "I can't, not now. I can't see her," Bob admitted as Wendy asked, "You're not blaming her, are you? Who else is responsible?" Bob asked before adding, "You saw what happened to Heath. She took your car, she's the one who's, what has she done?" Following the heartbreaking scenes, fans took to social media to share their thoughts on what will happen next, and many seem to think Mackenzie Boyd, Lawrence Robb, and Aaron Dingle, Danny Miller, were involved in the crash and could have been responsible for Heath's death. Many also think Kathy will end up in prison as she was the one who was driving the car, but could she have been framed? Taking to X, at Nick Thomas theorized, #Emmerdale can't help but think Mac and Aaron had something to do with the crash. At Amanda Lula echoed, "Something's going to happen with Mac and Aaron and the kids, isn't it? #Emmerdale." At Chicken Jeans went on, "Nah. There has to be a twist coming. #Emmerdale." At Pixalt_ added, "The streets are saying there a chance the crash was Mac and Aaron's fault instead of Kathy's. #Emmerdale." Sick, one twin dead. One twin in prison for murder. Happy New Year, Bob. #Emmerdale, at Merscarter22 tweeted. Sick, at Jamie Summers TV stated, "Mac and Aaron were probably involved. They should face no consequences for it. #Emmerdale. At Chris 196080 suggested, #Emmerdale Kathy gonna get plenty of time to come to terms with her diagnosis in a young offenders institution. Sick.